Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going over a tornado risk across the southern US for tomorrow, April 10th, 2024. So this could be a tornado event that starts earlier in the day than normal. At just 6 a.m. we could already see a squall line moving into the area, moving from Texas into Louisiana, with maybe some semi-discrete activity in front of it. So this big storm right here could have a chance of producing strong winds and maybe some tornadoes. If one of these smaller scattered storms out here can strengthen, there will be a tornado risk, maybe a strong tornado risk. And then by just 9 a.m., the squall line is already moving through the risk area, the main risk area that's highlighted by the Storm Prediction Center. And you can see some semi-discrete activity remains. So this is what could happen. But I will say models, different weather models are still all over the place. So it could look something completely different from this. The only real thing that's been consistent is that there will be some sort of squall line that moves through this area. So taking a look at some soundings. This one is from, I think, around the Louisiana-Mississippi border. Shows adequate convective available potential energy, adequate moisture. One thing that I think could hold this event back from being a more significant tornado event are the lapse rates, which have been pretty consistently in that 5 to 5.5 degrees Celsius per kilometer range. And that's not really favorable for tornadoes. That's where it starts to get to the point where it might just be too weak of lapse rates for tornadoes or a significant tornado event. But it's still certainly possible, especially if we get some sort of sunshine in the early morning. That would help steepen the lapse rates and make the storms a little bit stronger. Wind profiles do look pretty favorable for tornadoes. Not a ton of curvature, but still a pretty good looking photograph. Maybe especially for QLCS tornadoes. So those would be your small, your typically weaker, shorter-lived tornadoes that are embedded with a line of storms. So here's the tornado outlook for tomorrow I'm putting out. So I added a pretty large 2% risk and then a 5% risk for southeastern Texas, most of Louisiana, the southern half of Mississippi, and southwestern Alabama. It is important to note, though, that the Storm Prediction Center does have a 15% risk out. So that's level 4 out of 5. But personally, I'm not convinced yet that there will be a significant tornado threat. But if we can get steeper lapse rates, I would be a little bit more convinced on the tornado risk. And then maybe I would have uploaded a video with maybe a 10% risk in hindsight. But with that said, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Goodbye.